license, you got the type of the login information, the password on the form. And before the workshop, please kindly turn off your mobile device and open to the third mode of all instructions. And I want to show you real quick that we have official CCHD website is up and running. So we just post the group photo yesterday. So if you have you want to know about the CCHD, you can visit our website and even you can download the material, those hard copies that you have ahead from the website. As long as you can register as a member. And you can share your photo with us too. I know you take a lot of photos yesterday. So you can share, we have a gallery, so you can share the photo like this. Or if you have an interview, feature like babies. It's very nice photo that I will keep by the so on the day of the cultural tour, you can send your photo to us. We can put on the website. Thank you. So that's for the whole housekeeping information. Now I would like to invite our first speaker today, Dr. Warren Lau. Dr. Warren Lau, she is the professor at University Malaya. So can I introduce the co-pharmacy? Thank you.
Okay, very good morning to all of you. So I'm glad you survived yesterday. It has been a long day, right, yesterday? So our session ended about 10 p.m. yesterday, from one meeting to another meeting, and immediately after the dinner, we went back and we worked again. So, all these people are our slave rider. Right, nonetheless, now, this morning I have been given this talk, and this is one of the core competency as far as health promotion is concerned. And it has got to do with partnering, partnership, capacity building, all right? Yesterday you had heard from Professor Bruce McCall, and he deals with planning, implementation, and evaluation, all right? So the other component that you would really need to consider in any, implementation of health programs, health promotion programs is actually partnership. So I will walk quickly with you. Right. Now, I think as well yesterday, Prof. Bruce has actually walked through with you as to, these are the different terminologies that you will need to know if you are dealing with any health promotion programs. So I think, by now, I would assume that most of you, or all of you, will know all these terms. And now, this definition of health, it's complete, physical, social, and mental well-being. So those were the days, you talk about the, biomedical model. These days, you talk about biopsychosocial model, as far as health is concerned, because there are many factors that actually influence health, yeah, be it physical, social, or mental and environmental as well. So it's not just really the absence of disease, yeah. So it is conceptualized as a resource for everyday life, emphasizing social and personal resources as well as a personal capacity. Now, what is health promotion? Health promotion is a process of enabling people to increase control over and improve their health. Basically, it's empowerment of the community. Whatever individuals, whosoever they may be, what kind of communities they may be it youth, adolescent, elderly, physically challenged person, what kind of community it is. So it is a process of enabling them. So basically, it's to empower them, with whatever skills, knowledge, or the correct perception or attitudes. And health promotion, is a comprehensive social and political process which not only embrace action that is directed at strengthening the skills and capabilities of individual, but there are also actions that are directed towards changing the social, environmental, and economic conditions which actually impact health. So it's very important, if you're talking about health, it has to be taken in consideration, the context, the situation that you are in, even the environmental context as well. Without, let's say proper infrastructure or whatever, sometimes you may have a fantastic health promotion program, it might not work, all right? So all these various factors need to be taken into account. Right. Now, one of the things that we talk about here is alliances and partnership for health. Now, I think all of us know that health, is determined, it's multifactorial, and multi-determined. So it's very important, that we look at all the factors, that actually influence health. And also the efforts to promote health, demands a coordinated action of different sectors and agencies, very important. You alone, being a solo person, cannot actually, work entirely, on any one individual health promotion program. It's very important, a concerted effort, you do need to partner with other agencies in order for your program to be successful. So I think we need to take cognizance into who our partners are, who are the various stakeholders, that might be involved in your health promotion in order for it to be successful. So this is it, concerted action by a number of different players, including government at all levels, many sectors of society, civil services, education, environmental protection, and healthcare. And the media is equally important, and NGOs, civil societies, and also all public and private bodies that variously contribute to economic activity, social cohesion, justice, and human rights. So it's very important. The emphasis here, it's all partners have to come to play, whether it be private sector, public sector, NGOs, or the various ministry, in the governmental sectors. Now there are different terminologies for partnership. Depends on where you're from. Some people call it collaborative effort. Some people call it inter-agency working, intersectorial collaboration. Some people call it joint working. Intersectoral collaboration, health alliances or coalitions. So very important, all these, actually means the same thing. It's all partnering. Now, capacity building in health promotion. One of the capacity building, very generic, is creating partnerships with other organizations and community. So you do need to build this component into your health promotion program, if you are building one. Build ongoing trusting relationship. You must have the trusting relationship, very important, all right? Now, much of what I will say here and the examples I will give you is based on my own programs or research that I've done. Now, we are talking about building trusting relationship here. Just to cite one example, I was actually a consultant, for the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development, Malaysia, and they called upon me. Now, it so happened that my research forte is in sexual and reproductive health, all right? And one of the topics I deal with is LGBT, So I was called upon by them to come up with a research proposal right? Looking at homosexuality in Kuala Lumpur, right? Wow, all of a sudden, the government of Malaysia is interested in LGBT, okay? And so this is it. So I met him, I give a proposal to them, right? This is what I'm going to do. Now, very important, now homosexuality is still very invincible in our country, yeah? It is something, that the society frowned upon, yeah, especially so from the ministry, perspective, and from government perspective. So I strike a bargain with them. I said, look, exactly what you want from this project, yeah? So I told them, at the end of the day, what I'm going to give you is just a report. A report without any of the names inside. I won't release the names of the gays and the lesbians that I've interviewed, all right? And if you want this, I'm in this. If you still insist on having the names of the gays and the lesbians, I'm out of this project. I won't be in this project. Now, one thing very important is this: as a researcher, you have responsibility. Responsibility to protect, communities, marginalized communities or disadvantaged communities. Yeah, that's a role, one of the roles of to be a responsible researcher. So at the end of the day, we got a project. Yeah, and of course, towards the end, we just give them a report. I'm not releasing any names or anything, and I don't know where they are, right? Now, building trusting relationship is this. After getting the project, I realized, shucks, I don't know how to penetrate into the community. I'm straight. Okay, I don't know who the gays and the lesbians are, particularly so in our society. And I think, now, I was told that in Taiwan, gay marriage is approved, is legalized, right? Okay. Now, in our society, if you go and ask, okay, anyone who is a lesbian and gay? See, no one raised their hand. All right. So that is the situation in our society. So I asked myself, oh my God, how am I going to penetrate into those LGBT community? Now, we have an NGO called Pink Triangle. Now, we have heard of Pink Triangle, right? Or Pink Foundation. And under the Pink Triangle is an NGO, yeah? We have a body called MSM, Men Having Sex with Men. Okay, and we call them men having sex with men because of HIV/AIDS. Alright? So I link up with Pink Triangle. Right? I included one of the experts there to be a member of my team. Okay? And with him, now he's openly gay. Yeah, everybody knows he's openly gay. So he then introduced me to the community. When I went into the community, they are wondering, what is this professor doing here? And from a university. And this is sponsored by the ministry, by the government. Do you think they would trust me? Right? So I was initially kind of rejected. But I worked very hard, and I said, I'm not going to give up. But there was a point that I almost gave up the project. I want to give it to Pink Triangle. Why don't you all do it, and I back you up from behind. He says, no, you have to do it, they will back me up. And after many negotiations, talking to the lesbian group, to the gays community, then slowly we build the kind of rapport with them, the kind of trusting relationship with them. Then only they start introducing to other groups. I even go for gays parties, lesbian parties, to the extent that they have accepted you, they allow you to go into the community because it's very, very difficult to enter into those communities, which is very, very invincible, particularly in Malaysia. So here I'm trying to tell you is that you do need to build the rapport with any community you're working with. Yeah, be it the elderly community, be it the youth community, the adolescent, or any marginalized community is very important. So building the rapport, building the trusting relation is very important before you can do any work with them. And that will take a while, yeah, because they don't know you, you don't know them. So you need to build in such a way that, they understand your genuine motive, yeah, and coming from university, and being a professor, they were thinking, what do you think LGBT are? You think they're sick people, and I'm from Faculty of Medicine. Do you understand? So the kind of perception that they have of you, as a researcher coming in, is also very important. So you have to be at their level, and do, try to understand their needs, and where they're coming from. So the kind of skepticism is very important. Yeah, the kind of misperception is very important for you to demystify, so as they accept you as one, and you can then penetrate into the community. Without going to the community, there's no way you can do that kind of study. Of course, the study I'm quoting you is a very sensitive studies. There are also, of course, other studies as well that are not that sensitive, so it will be easier for you to penetrate into whatever community that may be. So here, build the ongoing trusting relationship. It's very important. And being adaptable and flexible in our values and work styles. Programs that are multidimensional and rooted in local context with the local people. Very important sometimes. Now, we come from a university, and we do need to work with the community. So sometimes we think we know it all. Wow, she's a professor. I think she knows it all. Okay, when you work with another person, with another community, very important, go to their level. Okay, you may have everything here, but once you are with them, you're actually learning from them. I think you learn more from them than you learn from the books, than you learn from a professor, than you learn, from any ordinary lecturer. So it's very important. Go to that level, listen to them, that's important. So you must be flexible. You don't go into a community having, a set of ideas here. You have to be very open, and see, what is out there for you. Working together with others to find solutions. So you do need to work together. You must have the same vision, same mission in order for you, to make your program work. So partnership building competency, what exactly are these? These are identifying partners within and outside the health sectors, that could determine or enhance the success of. You must know who your partners are. Who are you working with? So you have this health promotion program. Who are you going to impact? All right. So who are those involved? Who are the players involved? That's very important. So you do need to identify who you'll be working with. Your partners. Be it government, be it in the school, you're working with the teachers. You're working with prisoners. Are they the wardens inside the prison camp? So you do need to identify all these various partners. And to develop effective partnership with key stakeholders, gatekeepers, and target groups representative. So different types of state players, key stakeholders. If you think that your program has an impact on policy change, quickly involve government sectors. Very important. I have gone through this, during my my younger days. We run programs. We do research. At the end of the research, wow, we get so excited, we are so overwhelmed with our findings, and we want to change policy. And we go and have appointment with the government sector, with the Ministry of Health. Here, look, this is what I found. I think we could come up with certain policies based on all these research findings. Those are evidence-based, right? And there they are. Who are you coming into my office and telling me we should implement this policy or change this policy? Why? Because you have not involved them in the planning of your program, of your research. So very important, if you think at the end of the day, your project is going to impact policy, quickly involve them in the planning of your program or your research, so that they are aware exactly what you're doing. Not towards the end, you need them, then you start engaging them. I think by then it's too late. And they will feel offended. Now only you're coming to me, when you were running it, I wasn't even aware that you were doing this and this. Do you understand that? So very important, who are the various stakeholders that you should be engaging? Okay, call them in and involve them in the planning stage. Not towards the end when you have found the outcomes or the results. All right? Because sometimes, they will feel offended because they were not involved right at the beginning of your study. Now, establish appropriate partnership, with relevant organizations and agencies, and also facilitate collaborative actions. Okay, I think this speaks for itself. Now, just to quickly walk through with you, I think some of you who have been to the Global Health Program, you might have seen some of these slides. But I think for the sake of those who have not been at a conference, I'll quickly run through with you. Now, most of our health promotion programs are actually run by our Ministry of Health. Yeah, and of course, they do collaborate with other ministries as well, as far as other agencies are concerned in running health promotion programs. Ministry of Education, Ministry of Youth, our ICT ministry, Ministry of Transport, other NGOs, community participation, and other civil societies. And also working with colleges and universities, institution of higher learning, private hospitals, other health personnel, and also at community level as well. Now, one of the things that I want to highlight here, as far as Malaysian perspective is concerned, is this health promotion board. These are all the work that they have done, but unfortunately, due to the change of government recently, I'm sure all of you know, Malaysia has a different government right now, different prime minister. So this whole board, has now ceased to function. So this is, what they do. Now, Malaysian Health Promotion Board, we call it MY Sihat. My, abbreviation for Malaysia, My. Sihat means healthy, all right? So Health Promotion Board. It's to plan and develop, implement actions, it will strengthen and develop capacity for health promotion. And of course, to liaise, assist, and collaborate with other international and local organizations as well for the development of health promotion. So these are some of the priority areas: prevention and control of tobacco, alcohol, promotion of healthy lifestyles, promotion of exercise, physical activity and healthy living, environmental health, mental health, cancer prevention, and what have you. And the priority areas, diabetes prevention, our NCDs are actually going up. Diabetes prevention, cardiovascular disease, obesity, sexual health, including HIV and AIDS, and of course research in health promotion itself, and promoting health through sports, arts, and cultural activities. So the partnership is important here, for any, like I said again, any health promotion projects are concerned. You partner with NGOs. Back home, we partner with our religious authorities, very important, or the religious groups, our corporate sectors, private organizations, corporations, and because most of the private sectors here, they do have a component on social responsibility, corporate social responsibility, CSR, and under all this corporation, all the programs are done under the CSR, corporate social responsibility. Partnering with international organization, higher learning institution, community, the media, it's very important to get a message across to the community. My board also, My Sihat also partner with the state and other government agencies. So these are the strategic partnership. Right, you can't see here. Okay, so they do come up with programs, they do give out grants. Because this Health Promotion Board is directly under the Prime Minister's Department. Those were the days. Do have smart partnerships. So the activities, capacity building, networking, and give support in terms of all this. So these are the activities that they have done. Policy advocacy, leadership program, conference, forum, workshop, so forth and so on. So it's all about empowerment of the community, mobilization, and sustainability. Right, so these are some of the programs here. I think yesterday, Dr. Norisa from the Ministry of Health has actually presented this. This is our National Strategic Plan on NCDs. So this is the NCD Community Intervention Program, Smoke-Free Program, and the Blue Ribbon campaign. Okay, so we have the Smoke-Free Cities, Smoke-Free Heritage, our heritage site. That's in Malacca and Penang, so all those are smoke-free. And we have religious premises as well, the malls, the churches, the Hindu temples, and the Buddhist temples. And tobacco-free university, first of all started in USF, UC Science Malaysia, in Penang, based in Penang. So they also have this Blue Ribbon campaign. This Blue Ribbon campaign is to honor those private organizations that actually promote and save people's life from secondhand smoke by advocating 100% smoke-free environment. So these are basically for organizations. Smoke-free initiative partnership. Okay, the partnership with multidisciplinary agencies. And other various sectors as well. So the state government, the intergovernment, various NGOs, the universities, corporate sectors, private sectors, and other international and local alliances, right? In the various religious settings as well, okay, they will go to mosques, the churches, Buddhist temples, and the Hindu temples, yeah, for this smoke-free campaign. Government partnerships, there are so many ministries under the government, so they do work with other government agencies, yeah. For instance, Ministry of Youth and Sports, yeah, for this healthy exercise campaign, and Ministry of Information, the messaging going out to our mass media, and Ministry of Education, for instance, the health promoting schools. All right. So partnering with other NGOs here, because the MySehat, the Malaysian Health Promotion Board, do give out grants. Yeah. So they do give out grants to implement health promotion projects. Okay, sports, recreation, culture, capacity building, yeah, leadership building, and of course research as well. With the Malaysian Olympic Council, Sports for All, yeah, so they inbuilt the health promotion programs inside there through sports, yeah, practiced by all categories of the population. Okay, with the private sectors, they partner with all this, IBM, Sunway Corporation. There are much more other corporations, yeah. So this is just a few to illustrate the health promoting workplace that they are implementing. Okay, and with the media as well, yeah. These are all our local media. Yeah, the Berita Harian is our Malay dailies. We have the Malays, Chinese, and Indians dailies, yeah, and English. So this is the Malay dailies, yeah, promoting 10,000 steps. Okay, Utusankaya, another Malay dailies, yeah, cultivation of healthy lifestyles. You have other English dailies as well that also have, sessions on promoting healthy lifestyles. All right, right. With the university, it started off with a tobacco-free university, and this is, started off, like I said, in Penang with the UC Science Malaysia. Yeah. So what they do is, they get all these university students, yeah, and train them, yeah, to be peer leaders, and they then become the health promotion ambassador. Okay, so it's a tobacco-free campus. Under the ministry, they have different healthy lifestyle campaign. So all these are different phases, that all according to the change in the dynamics of the disease pattern per se. Of late, we just celebrated our Independence Day on 21st of August. And here, what they are promoting here, is actually this marathon run. And in it as well, they collaborate with the National Population and Family Planning Unit, yeah, with all these activities like pap smear tests and what have you. Okay, and they also have, this is together with the Ministry of Women, and there's violence against women, yeah. So they are, educating the public as far as violence against women are concerned, yeah. And of course, with other Ministry of Health as well. They come in as far as, all these various exhibition on TV, for instance. What else do you have? Smoking, yeah. Blood donation, yeah, on medication, okay, adherence to medication. So all these things, that's what they do, yeah. So it's all different agencies coming into play. Right. So one of these are some of the challenges that they face as well. Yeah, new technologies are coming in, especially in this day and age with the digital thing. So I think sometimes, to advocate for more healthy living or whatever, and if you're targeting a different generation, for instance, I think new, technology needs to be used. And more community engagement, engaging more communities, I think it's equally important. And bigger investment, of course, no health programs